Hey everybody, I just wanted to give a quick tutorial on how to get started when you're going to first start your magazine app. And what you're looking at right now is the home screen for InDesign. It's where you're going to be able to set up your document. And you'll see a couple of things here. On the left over this way, you'll see a new file button, or if you're opening something that you already started creating, you can click open here. But we're going to be starting with a new file. These are some of the most recent ones that I used. I can click more presets to see what else is available. And these are some of my files down at the bottom. So I'm going to click more presets here. And then you'll see that I've got some options. So it says new document at the top, and it gives me the option to use my recent sizes in case I'm working on something similar. But also, if I made some custom ones and saved them, I can click on here. I can click for print documents. So if I was making a document for a paper publication, that's what I would use. I would use print. Over here I have web. So if I'm designing for a website, then I would use that. But for an app on an iPad or some other tablet, I want to use the mobile link. And then it gives me some sizes, and it also shows me some templates. To expand these sizes so I can find the size that I want, I just want to click the plus. What I typically do is I suggest whatever kind of tablet you have that you can check your work on is what I'd use. So I personally work on an iPad Pro. I believe it's the 12.9 inches. So I'm going to click on this one over here. So I know that when I make it, right away it's going to automatically select screen colors, meaning RGB instead of CMYK. It's going to make my tablet that size so that it fits the screen perfectly, and it puts that information in here. I'm going to give mine a working title, sample, and notice that for a tablet it's working in pixels. You can change that if you want. Pixels is the best when we're working for web or mobile. And I can change the orientation. I'm going to start out with the vertical orientation. I have a couple of other options. How many pages do I want to create? I don't know at this point, so I'm just going to start out by creating one. Do I want facing pages? If I do, I want to click that and probably start with at least 3. But for the way I would like to use it, I'm going to click off facing pages so that doesn't exist. And then it has automatically selected a primary text frame. I find these just tend to not be exactly the frame I want to use, and they just get in my way, and I have to delete them off every page if I leave that on. So I'm going to turn that off. You can adjust your column gutters and your number of columns here if you wanted to preset your columns. But for now, I'm just going to leave one column for now, and I'll set it up once it's open. And the gutters in between default to 12 pixels. I can change that to whatever I'd like that to be. I'm going to be setting those things in my page layout anyway. Alright, and then you have things like margins. This is going to give me a 36 pixel margin all the way around the document, which again is kind of small, but it's enough for a tablet. A tablet can go more edge to edge than a paper copy can. You don't have to worry about spines and things like that. And then these are for bleeds and slugs and things like that, which you're probably not going to need any of those. You might want to set up a small bleed, so this way if you want a background image, you can be sure it's going all the way off the edges. And with this clicked, when I hit tab, that should give all 4 directions 12 pixels. Now I'm going to click create, and that should now have me set up with a document that has my settings that I want. So now when I go to the layout menu over here, now I can create guides for the page. So let's say I wanted to have 10 rows, and let's go with a more useful gutter. I'm going to give it 24 pixels. And then I'm going to say 7 columns. And again, I'm going to make the gutter in between 24 pixels. Then I'm going to hit OK, and then I have what to start with. And then from there, if I want to add additional pages, then I can go to Layout again, Pages, and then I can insert pages or add a single page at a time. So that's all I wanted to show you for this lesson. If you're familiar with InDesign, it's probably all review for you. If you're not that familiar with InDesign, this will help you get started. You don't have to worry about changing color modes or setting the page sizes and so on and so forth. That's going to happen automatically when you set it up from that initial home screen. Have a great day.